praise is due to the Most High. We talking boxing talk. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sometimes like in boxing, life knock you down. Get up on both feet, we never accept defeat. Remove the chains off your mind and take your time. The truth teller's always on the front line. You COINTELPRO boxer fans, you're dead wrong. Spitting division and hate all day long. But I rebuke you spineless devils in the name of Jesus. And y'all know we really don't give a damn about your wicked motives, always trying to split the fam. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sunday afternoon, I need to unwind. I grab a cup of tea and play my sister Sugar Free. Mars, her knowledge, she will set you free. But don't get it twisted, ain't nothing sweet. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. My brother Drew Titan early in the AM, always speaking facts about the code. All the truth tellers, yeah, they real bold. The General 78, yeah, he real cold. Need some boxing history, shout out to Stormy B. Queen Shawala, always on the scene. And gotta give a shout out to our champ side. Getting us real facts, always down to ride. Now through one of these truth tellers, you found me. Now let's talk boxing with Coach B. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Shout out to my brothers Freedom March, Patrice X, who helped me put this whole thing together, and my sister, the great honorable Dr. Cameron Fields, helping us get our minds right. Mind, body, and soul.
I don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Weight on my shoulder, bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you get left out, nigga. Look, playing pocket my cassette loud, nigga. I remember feeling like a stepchild, nigga. I would hate to see my mama stressed out, nigga. And Black Sam would tell me poke your chest out, nigga. I could die today, I made the set proud, nigga. And I could fly away, but I respect vows, nigga. Used to always say I make the whole world feel it.
Peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and it is always smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fans, and they are in full effect this Monday. Upset and bitter, but this channel was made for the Black American boxing supporter and our allies. Let the family know that we're alive.
Darkest days, I was like, oh well, nigga. West side neighborhood against the whole world, nigga. I don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Weight on my shoulder, bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you get left out, nigga. Look, I never fold under mental pressure. I get better, ain't no code till y'all misconception.
All right. I have some of my comrades already in the building. Shout out to my brother Michael Fleming Jr. with the blessings, my brother, in the chat, and blessings to you and your family as well, brother. It is always a pleasure to see my brother in the building.
Yeah. Hey, yo, they don't do it like us. Yeah. I'm so fly.
Who else we got in the chat? We have my comrade Boxing Wiz 1 in the building. Salute to Boxing Wiz 1 in the building.
Never. You ain't never had a friend like me. Believe that. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. See?
Now, StreamYard, let me have what I call that background music. Family. Now, I told you this week I would not be live that much, but today I did not have to go into the gym. And listening to my brother Drew's channel earlier this morning, I said I have to say something because I realized that the contentious spirit that are in the COINTELPRO boxing fans, the spirit that is inside of them is getting more and more upset. They are becoming more and more bitter, more and more jealous. Let me slow down. We have time. I have to speak on what is taking place. I told the family over the weekend that you all are going to see people who call us brothers and sisters, who come among us saying that I am a Tank fan, I am a Shakur fan, I am a fan of Muhammad Ali, I love Roy Jones, I love Mike Tyson, I love the Charlo brothers, I love Errol Spence, I love Bud Crawford. And then after you get to talking to them for a while, you realize that you are dealing with something none other than a COINTELPRO boxing fan, a hypocrite, and a traitor amongst us. Coach, why do you go so hard on these people? Coach, why do you take your time out of your day to address these people? That I want to speak on today. Salute to the village brother in the building. So I have to make it so plain today. Why do I address them? Well, let me tell you why, family. Well, you all have to understand is nothing under the sun is new. The same tricks of yesterday, the same tricks of old are the same tricks that are going to be used against you today. What if I told you that the enemies of your forefathers are going to be your enemies today? What if I told you you were children? Your children are going to have to deal with the same self-hating, the same race fan, the same hypocrites that we all dealt with before them. The reason why we keep dealing with them over and over again is because we war not against flesh and blood. And those of you who tuned in to my brother Drew's channel this morning, you saw it firsthand. You saw a brother call in stating that he was a fan of Shakur, but then when we got down to the nitty-gritty and we started to figure out what his stance really was, we found out that this is a sympathizer of a racist, that this is a sympathizer of Ryan Garcia. This is a sympathizer of Teofimo Lopez. This is a liar and a hypocrite. Now, some of you might say, Coach, you could be using this energy for something else. I could, but I want to show you something. The same diabolical, contentious spirit that was in William O'Neal, who was a traitor to Fred Hampton, who marked out the blueprint of the apartment and the guards and the people that will be on post so that the enemy could take the life of Fred Hampton. That same spirit is in the ones amongst us who swear up and down they mean no harm. Let me take my time. You see, William O'Neal called us brothers. William O'Neal called you sister. William O'Neal helped feed children in the breakfast free program for the children. So when those who come amongst us and say, well, I do help in the community, those who come amongst us and say, I am your brother, I agree with you, they could be the very individual to tell an enemy that wants to cause you harm your location. This is why I have to take time out of my day and I have to make it clear that we have enemies amongst us. It is not the race fan that is the biggest threat, because We know him. We know them. We know their motives. We know their talking points. We know how they look and they sound, almost down to how they smell. It is the brother amongst you wearing kente cloth. He smells like he belongs in the house. He looks like he belongs in the house. But then when you start to talk to him, when you start to talk to him and you start realizing that you are dealing with a jigger coon, you start realizing you are dealing with someone who would give the enemy your position and your location and your motives and your mission. And it happens almost every single time. Let me take a sip of water. It's gonna be one of them kind of lies. Excuse me, I got some more family in the chat. Salute to my brother, Patrice X, in the building. Another truth teller. I heard you, brother, bearing witness on the Queen Sugar Free Mars channel. Salute to my brother, Patrice X.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
Salute to the real Shelton in the building. Always keeping it G'd up.
Wow. What's up, Cat?
Dang. Who else we got in the building? Salute all to Nata86, one of my biggest supporters on the channel. Salute to Nata86. Salute to my brother, St. Louis Mix in the building.
Chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.
Salute to all my comrades in the building. Please like, subscribe, share, and let the family know that the coach of the truth tellers is live. So the name of this live is, can Devin Haney be multiple narratives at once? Yes. These are some questions that I have to make so clear because I'm so sick of us walking on eggshells like some of these brothers are not complicit in walking on eggshells. Now, there's something big going on in the world that we can't ignore. Right now in the world, there is chaos over these disgusting files that show world leaders doing demonic, horrible things to children, to little girls. And I have to show you how they put lies on certain people. And some of us were complicit in pushing those lies and propaganda. And I hate I have to go this far. I have to ask you this question. How many times in your family have you heard people say Michael Jackson was a child molester? Michael Jackson was a weirdo. Michael Jackson was messing with those kids, right? Come to find out that your brother, MJ, built the Neverland Ranch to keep children safe from these demons. Whole time, he knew he couldn't say anything because they would have taken his life. Now let me ask the brothers and the sisters from the community for a second, from the BA community for a second. Were you complicit in dragging your brother's name under the direction of your enemy? Before I even get to Devin, can Coach talk to y'all for a second? Can I really get into it? Salute the Black Martial Arts Society, my brother in the building. I have to go there. My brother Patrice X said go there, so I have to go there. How many times have we allowed American media tell us who to hate, tell us how to drag our own? And how many of our people were guilty in dragging the name of Michael Jackson? Now, I want to show you something. Why are people so silent right now? It's clear. The news and the evidence has come out that Michael Jackson was keeping children safe from these demons at the Neverland Ranch. And look at this, family. He knew what was being said about him, and still, to protect his life and still save these children as long as he could, he kept on doing it until they tried to lock him up the second time. Whole time they were really trying to lock him up so that they could have access to the children that he was saving. My God. Now, some of you might say, now, Coach, well, what that got to do with Devin? Well, let me ask you something, black man and black woman. What part are you playing in the propaganda being pushed on our great black fighters? And now they're silenced. All of these Fox News racists ain't got nothing to say about this news, but they were the first ones to report. Who remembers when Michael Jackson was arrested? And look where we are now. Now don't nobody want to talk about it, huh? See, something in my spirit never felt right, even as a kid, hearing it. I'm like, nah, man. No. Just the stories ain't coming out right. The so-called evidence isn't matching. And I'm sorry, I had to get this deep into it, but I have to show some of our brothers what they're guilty of. Now, imagine this. Imagine that the elites in boxing who are tied to some of these criminal syndicates in the world, why would they have a problem with the Haneys? Why would they have a problem with a talent who will be pushing the sport forward? My God. I'm not going to get that deep on you today, but let me keep going. So, you should be careful on what you propagate. Boxing Wiz, you be careful out there. Boxing Wiz says he got rear-ended right after he sent the salute. Shout out to our brother Boxing Wiz. You be careful out there. Boxing Wiz 1 got in an accident. You be careful out there. And that's to everybody in the chat. You all be careful on this road, because the enemy don't want you to hear the truth. They want us to deviate from it. Does anybody realize you can't say that these are conspiracies anymore? Come to find out, one of the companies who were taking the yearbook pictures is in an Epstein file. The CEO of Chuck E. Cheese is in the Epstein file. Now, how many innocent people who were accused of taking a child are locked up when these demons were the ones who were guilty of it? Now let's go back for a second. William O'Neal, Black Panther Party. He's around the brothers. He's around the sisters. He's feeding the children. He's holding up the black fist. What I'm trying to break down to you, family, in the simplest form that I can, is that these brothers that come amongst us and they start off saying, well, I'm a Shakur fan, I'm a Devin fan, I'm a Tank fan, but I don't think Ryan cheated. But I don't think Max Kellerman is a biased wannabe Larry Merchant as much as he can. You are an enemy. And you are someone who can have a seat at the table of your master. So you come amongst us where you are welcome with open arms. But we see your tricks. We see you for who and what you are. Black Martial Arts Society says it's crazy because the conspiracy theorists are up like 5-0. They said they had stuff making frogs get true. They said the elites are pedos, true. NSA, true. We are up, family. And not only are we up when it comes to these boxing spaces, not to toot my own horn, which I don't do too much. I'm about 30-0. I'm undefeated right now when it comes to these prophecies that I've been speaking on these airwaves. Who told you? Who was one of the first you heard say all of these individuals are going to get their wake-up call that are siding with Ryan Garcia? Did they or did they not get their wake-up call like your brother told you they would? Who told you that Tank Davis would go and try to reach out to Jake Paul and go off into the sunset, but he would get a wake-up call and it would not be successful? I told you that. Verbatim, word for word, and the timeline speaks for itself. Who was the one that told you, regardless of what you see, if Bill Haney stays true to who he is, they'll still come out victorious after this Ryan Garcia situation? This is why they're mad. This is why the COINTELPRO hypocrite in the sport of boxing is mad right now. Did you all tune in this morning? Hold on, family. Salute to Nada86 with the $21 in the PayPal.
Running through the street when the money don't need. Say we need some money for some food to eat. Said it's hard. Said it's hard.
Salute to my brother with the support in the building. I am the one that told you this. And other truth tellers, this is how you know that the truth stands alone and don't need no help. Because guess what, family? All of the truth tellers have been on a frequency that is very familiar. Let's get into this live, family. The title of this live is, Can Devin Haney Be Multiple Narratives at Once? Since people want to have amnesia, I decided we were going to take it back.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when
we have to go back to the narrative. So I'm going to share my screen for those who can watch, and those who can't, don't worry, I'm going to be very detailed in what I am showing. So first I want to go back to Devin Haney and Linares. Let's see if I can share this bad boy right here. Share this screen. Now, just to refresh the families, remember the memory, add to stage.
Applying most of the pressure. Good body shots by Haney. Yeah, Haney is sitting down on these power punches now. He's hurting Linares to the body right there. Linares holding on now.
Now, let me stop there. He says Devin Haney is hurting Linares to the body. Linares is holding on. But how many of you, when you are told the narrative of this fight, they only bring up when Devin Haney was rocked? Let me ask you brothers something. How many brothers have you seen complicit in pushing the narrative that Devin Haney doesn't have a jaw because he was rocked in this fight? They don't show the parts when Devin Haney was being victorious. They don't show it. And those of you who push this propaganda, learn from the past. Learn from the brothers who stood up. And we love to talk about how right Cat Williams was, right? Cat Williams was right about this, that, and the third, but you know what Cat Williams was wrong about? That he probably might not ever apologize about. He was wrong about Michael Jackson. Because come to find out, Michael Jackson was saving those kids from Epstein Island and couldn't say anything. Now, how many stand-up comedians is gonna come out and say, damn, he was wrong about Mike? Imagine being a black man sitting there dealing with these demons and having to watch his own brothers come out and help push propaganda from the enemy himself. And if you can't connect these dots, understand, I'm going to break it down more for you, because I understand that No Child Left Behind program has been whooping y'all ass. If little Timmy had 2 apples, my brother Black Martial Arts Society, his coach, did you see the boxing history video I just dropped? Boxing is a black martial art. I might have to go watch it, brother. I did not see it yet. But salute to my brother Black Martial Arts Society. Salute to my brother I Am Trill Will in the building.
Wow. What's up, Cat?
Dang.
But see, they don't show this part. They only show when Linares rocked Devin Haney. Now watch this. This was the first narrative they were trying to paint. Because we're going to go back down the pantheon of this jigacoon crap that keeps going on, that maybe we are not addressing properly. You see, Linares fought Loma. And do you know what happened? Linares dropped Loma. And you never heard that Loma was chinny. Not once did you hear it. So I have to ask the family again, what part have you played in pushing the propaganda and the smear campaign of your own people? Salute to the beautiful Brown Sugar Queen Tay-Tay.
Brown sugar, babe. I guess high up your love, I don't know how to be.
This is not by mistake. Now, some people are going to try to ignore the fact, and they're going to try to say, coach, no, man, these are isolated incidents. You are an isolated coon. You are an isolated coward. You are an isolated, spineless man. If you all don't see what's going on here, Linares dropped Loma, and you all never called Loma chinny for it. Young ass Devin Haney goes up and he handles business with Linares, but they're not going to show you a clip like that. So that's the first narrative. We're going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. The next one, let's keep going. I hope you are taking notes. This is why they're upset, family, because the truth, boxing, being that microcosm of life, the truth is showing again and again in the sport. For those of you that tuned in to Drew's channel, you heard the hypocrite getting upset. Keep saying, this is what y'all do. This is what you niggas do. I said, see, there it is. You hear that spirit up in them. There it is. Call them out. Let's move on, family. I said I'm not going to go to church today, because I already went to church yesterday on Sunday. If you missed it, go watch my video I did Sunday. If you missed it, go watch Trill Will's video. Trill Will, if you can, drop the link to the video you did on Sunday in the chat. If you missed the truth tellers and you don't believe without the shadow of a doubt that we are on the same frequency, go watch Stormy B Man's channel. Go watch the video he dropped on Sunday and watch the conversation that he's having with Jerry, and listen to the Sensei Cook and tell me that the truth tellers. Listen now, family, this is how you know that we are on the right frequency. Me, my brother Drew, Stormy, B-Man, my brother I Am Trill Will, we did not speak to each other all week before Sunday, but go watch those videos and notice the truth that you hear and watch out for the liar. Let's keep moving on. Yeah, I know you didn't think it was going to be like this today. So then, let me see which one I want to show next. Yes. Who remembers this?
To the inside, you see it so many different ways. There's been such effective work by Haney, especially like that to the body. There's been so much effective work.
Now, you see, family, they're not going to show these highlights. You have to almost watch the whole fight to even hear the true narrative that is happening in real time. You see, people don't like this when we start showing the facts of what happened and reminding them, you see, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. And those of you who do the devil's work, pushing the lie, your time is coming. And you will have to sit on one side of history. You won't be able to sit on both sides. God is my witness, you won't be able to sit on both sides. So they said, it was a fluke. He was lucky with Linares, but then he goes up and he beats Loma in a close fight. And we gave Loma his credit. It was a close fight. But Shakur jumps in the ring, and many of you saluted that, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said Loma's boxing IQ is going to be too much for the young Devin Haney. And that narrative failed you again. Now, there's two situations here that isn't making sense. He passes the test with Linares. He passes the test with Loma. And you all move the goalpost again. So then it becomes, who remembers? He's pillow-fisted and a weight bully. He's pillow-fisted and a weight bully. That is what you said. Let's keep going, family, because we're going to take him back. We're going to take him back.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was.
Now, please pay attention. Please pay attention to the video above.
He's the kind of range Haney wants to be at.
Devin Haney goes up, he fights Regis, drops Regis. Now, if you all go look at Regis' record before he fought Dev, if you all go look at what was being said, you all were saying, you damn hypocrites, always moving the goalposts. You said that Regis was going to steamroll Dev. He was going to walk over Dev. That is what you said. But then he goes up and he drops Regis. And when Regis gets up, he doesn't get up rushing to engage with Devin again. He gets on his bicycle. Because the so-called pillow-fisted Haney that you all said had no power, that you all said now he's finally fighting somebody his size, he passed the test again. Now, you can't be a weight bully, pillow-fisted, no boxing IQ, all in the same thing, all at the same time. Let's keep going. I know you hate this evidence. I know you hate it. Didn't you say he had no heart?
No, we just heard Ryan say, sure, we'll run this fight back. Is a rematch something you'd like to do next?
Of course. I thought it was a close fight still. I would love to rematch. I gave him a shot. It's only right he give me a shot back.
No.
in this man's loss, he loses to a cheating Ryan Garcia, who couldn't even knock him out on PEDs. And what happened? The boxing world became PED experts. The boxing world became urinalysis piss test experts, blood experts. People who haven't worked out in 10 years became bodybuilding experts, became experts in Victor Conte, became experts in snack products. Do you all see the links that the devil will go to make up an excuse? And even in his defeat, what does Devin say? Hey, listen, man, let's run it back. I gave you a shot. Give me a shot to run it back with you. Now, this is before Devin even knows about cheating Ryan Garcia. You mean to tell me that this is the man that you were saying has no heart? This man, Devin Haney. Let's keep going. I know y'all were waiting on that one. To the ones hate watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. About 100 people have come through. Liking is free. Press that thumb button. Let's keep going. I know they're sick of this. I know they're sick of this. Now watch this. Just watch the video. This says Devin Haney is scared. 197 likes. Let's look at some of the comments. Still undefeated is crazy. Let's pray a Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney fight never ever happens, or we will be put in an infinite tsunami. His friends, I know I messed that word up. His friends and high fans will gaslight him. Oh, I like this one. Ryan living rent-free in Devin mind. PTSD. And this is a brother. Pay attention, family. Pay attention for those who think that we are just conspiracy theorists.
Antonio Tarver counting the number of seconds it takes for a punch to be thrown.
Now listen to this devil. And I want you to look down at the time clock. The time clock states 2 minutes and 35 seconds. The round just started. Now some of you would think that this must be later in the fight, which is why they want them to engage. No. This is the first round. This is the first round. And they are already pulling this crap. But watch this. They don't show you this one, family. Pay attention. We're talking boxing talk.
Let the fight go. Good hook.
A nightmare.
Good right hand. Good shoulder. Did much of that tonight. That's so.
See, they're not going to show you when Devin was engaging because it goes against the narrative. It goes against these multiple excuses that they're trying to use to not call this man great. Over and over again. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So after this, they're running out of excuses, and now they have to say it must be PTSD. Ah, yes, here we go. I'm going to keep that on silent, and I'm going to let it play. Gearing up to testify against Showtime. I know that you hate that the narrative keeps failing in your favor.
Spoke on where to begin, man. I think I'll start with, the NJ situation that you had touched on, because it does relate to what Devin Haney is going through. They put MJ on that whipping post in the 90s and all the way up until his death, and our own people ate it up. How many comedians from the 90s, whether it be on Def Jam or other shows, had entire bits or sets that were based on trashing MJ about the lies that were told about him? When we talk about habitual line stepping, or when you speak about habitual line stepping on your show, look at a dude like Eminem. Eminem stole his whole voice and cadence from Master Ace, then came in our culture and made nasty comments about black women and made nasty comments about Michael Jackson. And we just let him not only exist in our culture, but black dudes, I still hear some of them trying to put Eminem in their top 5 all time.
Take your time.
Now, look at somebody, if we go to, since these devils seem to all of a sudden, when it was MJ or Diddy, they cared about the kids and this and that. All of a sudden, they don't care about them no more, but I'm gonna pretend that they do. If y'all care about people going after children, to all the devils who went after Michael Jackson, if you're so passionate about going after people who did wrong towards the children, I got somebody's legacy you can go attack right now. His name is Elvis Presley. Elvis was dating Priscilla's ugly ass when she was 14 years old.
Come on.
That ain't no conspiracy. That's not a tabloid rumor. But do you ever, and have you ever heard any white person on TV or any Elvis documentary where they say, oh, we can't listen to Elvis no more, he was messing with little kids? Nope.
What's up?
Never hear that stuff. Now, when it comes to the Devin Haney and Lenara's video that you were showing earlier, if you go down to the comment section talking about Dev got stunned and he got rocked and he's chinny. Mind you, Devin got hit with a punch and still stayed on his feet, by the way.
Come on.
Go look at the video of what you just showed. Loma and Linares, go look at the comments. There's no negative comments or rants going on in the comment section making fun of Lomachenko. Instead, they're praising him, saying, hey, he got back up, or hey, he needed that, because that woke him up. Go back and watch the video of, I hope I pronounce his name right, Luis Neri knocking down Inouye. The comments in that video are framing Inouye as some so-called warrior. Now, go back and watch that video. Look at how Inouye fell to the ground. He flopped his arms up and everything. If that was Devin Haney, Shakur, Wilder, any black fighter, the memes would have already been made. But instead, the comments are saying, hey, Neri woke up the monster in Inouye. Or look how much heart Inouye had. He got right back up and finished the job. Now, what do they say in the battle rap world? They say, keep it going. Okay, well, I'm going to keep it going. Look at the comments of John Ryder versus Canelo.
Go ahead.
John Ryder was getting pieced up the whole fight.
Come on.
But all the comments say, man, look at how John Ryder has heart. Look at how he keeps on going forward. Keep it going. Look at Tyson Fury versus Wilder comment section.
Go ahead.
Fury was being praised for rising up and resurrecting. They were throwing all types of terms at him. After getting knocked down twice, the entire comment section and the media talking points in the press conferences were praising Fury for getting up instead of praising Wilder, who was outweighed by 50 plus pounds and knocked down a dude twice who was much bigger than him. Go look at the comments of Haney versus Garcia. The comments aren't giving Devin props for coming forward or rising up and resurrecting like they tried to say with Tyson Fury. Instead, the comments section and the current boxing media talk is centered around, hey, can Dev recover from what Ryan did to him? They blatantly never talk about the fact of Ryan missing weight and being on PEDs. They never talk about that. I think the last fight, what was the last big fight that just happened? Was it T.O. and Shakur? Something happened recently where they still bring it up like, well, Devin, he still got to show that he can be the fighter that we thought he was before the Ryan Garcia fight. And it's like, why aren't y'all mentioning this dude, Garcia, was on PEDs and missed weight? They leave that part out of history. That is on purpose.
Come on.
They do that on purpose to make sure that then when they tell their history to their kids, that it makes them look like they were some great warriors or great champions and that we weren't nothing.
Come on.
Now, when the comments, you read a comment earlier talking about one of these dudes talking about Ryan was living rent-free in Devin's head.
Mm-hmm.
They said the same comment in a video you did a couple, maybe last week, where you were talking about Wilder checking that racist dude in the interview. One of the top comments in that video said, Fury's still living rent-free in Wilder's head. That's their little two-faced deflective tactic. When you try to call them out for racism or double standards, their tactic is to try some little weak-ass reverse psychology where they try to make you feel like you're quote-unquote playing the victim or trying to guilt you to stop calling them out. That's their tactic, and sometimes, unfortunately, I see my own people, my own people fall for that. Now, again, for those people who say Ryan's still living rent-free in Dev's head or Tyson Fury's still living rent-free in Wilder's head, okay, to all the people who are saying that, every time I see a movie trailer that comes out with a black man and a white woman, all of a sudden the comment section is full of a bunch of weirdo racists getting mad at the black dude for being with the getting mad at the black dude for being with the white woman. That's all I see. So I guess, Coach, we must be living rent-free in their heads.
Ooh,
I'm gonna let you
your
get
time.
back to I'm gonna let you get back to cooking, and I appreciate all the hard work you're doing, man. Keep it up.
Man, salute to my brother Patrice S coming through, setting the airways on fire. Now, some people are going to say it's all in our mind. While my brother was talking, I pulled it up. I pulled up Loma versus Linares. And let's go to the comment section, family. Let's see what's being said. Let's hold up a mirror to the boxing community real quick for a second. This is what's being said. Family, again, before I keep going, because I'm cooking, and one of my comrades said, Coach, you be cooking, but every now and then you got to pause and make sure that the people are engaging with you. So, family, a good amount of people done come through this live. All coaches asking you, and I appreciate those who go over and beyond. All coaches asking you is to press that like button or share the video. Press that like button or share the video. And if you hate watching, even if you hate watching, press the like button, because you are still being entertained. I got 14 likes, 112 people have come through. And I'm going to leave it on this point. In this comment section, it says, still remains one of my favorite fights ever. One of the most technical matchups I've ever seen. This is to my brother's point. Loma is one of the most skilled technicians you'll see. It's unfortunate he didn't get the decision against Haney and become undisputed. It's unfortunate you have to earn a decision. He got beat in a close fight. No brawling dependency. Oh my God, look at this. No brawling dependency. No awkward styles, just two offensive technicians with elite footwork, high-level IQ, and beautiful shot mechanics. A rare matchup where both guys could handle speed, angles, and timing. Instant classic. Let me say this, family. I'm always I'm always prepared for a double standard when it comes to those repping their own tribe. No one in this comment section is even discussing Loma being dropped. No one is even calling Loma a runner when he uses angles. They say, look at that amazing footwork. Look at how he's a technician. Now, for the sport of boxing and for the love and the integrity of the sport of boxing, just like when I called Bivol versus Beterbiev, I appreciated that. I appreciated the mechanics of it. But why is it I have to fight with my own who basically judge our own with an unfair metric and scale. We really have to hold a mirror up to ourselves and look what we're doing. This is disgusting, nefarious work. My brother Jose Diaz says, Coach Hudson, we went round by round. You know what they call me, drama Devin Haney fanboy. You know, they can call us names, but they can't refute the truth. And they can't ever see the hypocrisy, ever. Salute to Bella Faith in the building. Family, all the truth tellers, we have to do better and be louder than the hypocrite. Our fighters like Devin Haney cannot do it on his own. Our fighters trying to push the sport forward cannot do it on their own. We have to do our work as well and tell our own stories, rise up our own heroes, and do the work. Happy Black History Month. I will see you all later down the road. Peace to the family. Peace to my comrades. And it is always smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fan.
Back during slavery, when black people like me talked to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They'd send some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro. But then you had some field Negroes who lived in huts, had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes, they ate the worst food, and they caught hell. They felt the sting of the lash. They hated their master. Oh, yes, they did. If the master got sick, they prayed that the master died. If the master's house caught a fire, they prayed for a strong wind to come along.
All praise is due to the Most